Africa. Following President Cyril Ramaphosa's address on illegal immigration on Sunday, civic groups demanding mass deportations, such as the March and March movement, maintain their hardline stance that come the 30th of June, all illegal migrants should leave South Africa. Adding their voice to the conversation around illegal immigration is the United Civic Movement, which is set to brief the media on its stance on the illegal immigration crisis and the impact it is having on local communities. Channel Africa reporter Michael Mbewe joins us on the line to give us a sense of what to expect from today's proceedings. Michael, good afternoon and thank you for joining us on Africa Update.
Good afternoon, Lulu, and to our listeners across the continent, but also beyond the continent of Africa, Lulu.
Now, Michael, could you give us a rundown of what has been communicated so far by the UCM regarding their stance on the illegal immigration crisis in the country?
Well, I got the invitation about this briefing late last night from our sources, where the debate on migration, Lulu, continues, where the United Civic Movement in South Africa, an umbrella body which represents about 21 civic organizations who have come together to respond on the recent address by the President of the Republic, Cyril Ramaphosa, on migration. But now to get more on this briefing, but also the way forward. As we know, many migrants are leaving the country, but also many they've been given a deadline by the 30th to leave the country. So I'm joined by one of the conveners who happens to be also the president of one of the civic movement's progressive forces, Nteto Mukaitobi. Thank you, sir, for joining us. We are live on Channel Africa. Tell us more about this briefing that you're about to hold.
Thank you very much, and thank you to your listeners. The briefing is the response to our president of what the president was engaging about to the community of South Africa at large. The president has been very much probably in concerns of the outgrowing number of marches that are happening each and every province, especially in KZN, while you've seen that our leader, a patriot to us, our leader, patriot Jacinta Ngobese, she is not alone. We as leaders of civic movements and patriotic movements have taken a stance to say, look, our president at some point is misleading our people in regards with the laws. We are not talking about party-based laws, but the constitutional law of the country itself. So our president, as we're engaging right now, is talking on a factor that citizens don't have a right to just come and ask certain individuals of their authenticity. Now, we are saying as a civic movement, we as South Africans and the community at large, we do have a right to say that we are going to impose the citizens' arrest, of which that is the Criminals Act of 1977. In this regard, Act 51. Just to highlight a brief, in 2022, there was a court case regarding a Malawian individual, a Malawian illegal who contravened Section 13 of the Immigration Acts of 2002. And the court ruled that this is a Schedule 1 offense because when you're coming back to the very same Criminal Act of 51, it talks about Section 51. So the court has ruled in our favor in that. So we are going to enforce that. We as the people, yet again, we are using one of our great chapters in life that liberates following that.
So let me interject you there. You are saying that anybody, like a citizen, can just go in the street and ask for documentation. You know, you have other comrades here that they greet you like good morning in the evening, which, you know, gives us a question mark to say how would they be able to identify and to be able to distinguish whether the document that the person is showing in the street is authentic or not. How would you deal with that? Because that is also one thing that is a concern to many. The president also has warned that vigilantism won't be tolerated. As you, the civic movement, you've given the foreigners that are undocumented to leave the country by the 30th of July.
100%. You know, as the media, you'd understand there are certain contexts that are misconstrued. And when we are saying about the citizens' arrest, we are saying to our law authorities to say, I am suspecting of a crime. Come and verify. That is the job of the law enforcement. I'll make an typical example of probably a certain house, and this certain house is known to have nefarious tendencies. What does the law say? You go to the nearest official to say, I don't know and I don't understand what is going into that house. Can you please observe? That's what we are doing. And in that observation, the law has the right to go into that house, kick those doors without a warrant. So that's what we are doing.
Okay, for the interest of time, my leader, and I think the activity is about to begin inside. Thank you so much for insights. We'll be here to monitor what you are going to tell the media. Thank you so much for your time. So Lulu, that's Nteto Nkaitobi, one of the leaders that are leading this movement here, speaking to us about, the reasons why they have called this media briefing to brief the media about their next action in response to Ramaphosa's.
Well, thank you so much for
speech.
that update.
So
we'll leave it there for today. That's our Channel Africa reporter, Michael Mbewe, ending that conversation with Nteto Nkaitobi, president of one of the civil movements. Our news headlines up next.